Hello, my loves. I want to talk to you about loneliness. Has your loneliness been following you all of your life? I know for me, loneliness has been my best friend most of my life. And I think what the world teaches us about loneliness is that you shouldn't be lonely because you've got friends you have a good time with, you've got enough money to go on holiday, you've got a pet that you love and brings you so much love and joy. You have lots of possessions in your life. You have a beautiful house to live in. You have a car to drive. You have a job that you love, but yet you still feel this loneliness. It still follows you around wherever you go, wherever you live. I know for me, I thought that going to live in another country, that I would stop feeling lonely, that I would feel a lot more fulfillment, that I would figure out what I want to do in my life, and that I would just know what to do. But it didn't help. The loneliness was still there. So let me know in the comments. Has your loneliness been following you around all of your life and you've not been able to get rid of this loneliness, no matter what you have in your life, all these things you have in your life, but you're still feeling that loneliness? So here's what I want you to understand about this loneliness is that it means something, because you've probably been pushing away your loneliness, distracting yourself from feeling it because it's uncomfortable to feel it. It's uncomfortable, right? I know, I understand that. But it's important to connect with your loneliness. So I want you to put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and ask yourself, why am I feeling lonely? Where is this loneliness coming from? And what I've identified from years of researching for myself, why I never felt just peace and happiness and joy and just being with myself, just feeling happy, being with myself, and stop feeling this loneliness. Because I see people everywhere that are quite content being on their own. They don't need anybody around them. They don't need distractions. They don't need things in their life. They can feel happy and fulfilled with nothing, and feel happy and fulfilled just being in the world, just going about their day and doing things that they love. Because this is another thing as well. If you're not really doing what you love and feel fulfilled, this can add to your loneliness. So, the real reason why you're feeling lonely is because you've rejected yourself. You don't feel that deep down love for yourself. And maybe you feel shame for yourself, you're feeling guilt for yourself. How many times do you put yourself down? How many times do you talk negative to yourself? How many times do you get impatient with yourself? How many times do you feel like you should be doing better? That you should be as better than what you are, where you are now? That you see other people and you think, I should be doing that. Why can't I do that? You're hard on yourself, aren't you? Because you want what's best for yourself. You want to have a happy life. You want to what's best for yourself. But the problem is, this is a silent instruction that your body is giving to you. This is because it's going on unconsciously. What I mean by unconsciously is it's in that part of your brain that's stored memories. And this loneliness is stored in your body. It's stored in your heart and your nervous system. It's been hardwired in. For me, I never felt like I fitted in anywhere. I was so different from everybody else. And so I created that as a child. I didn't feel like I fitted in anywhere. And nobody around me was giving me that love. Nobody was giving me a lot of love and attention. And nobody made me feel safe to be myself. I wasn't feeling safe to be who I was. So because of that, because I didn't feel safe to be who I was, I didn't feel like I was being loved. I just rejected myself. I created shame for myself. I was ashamed of who I was, and I didn't realize that. My child self created that because I didn't get that love that I should have received. I didn't get that recognition that it's okay. It's okay that I'm not like everybody else. It's okay that I'm not like all the school children at school. It's okay to be different. But I wasn't made to feel that. So I created shame for myself. I neglected myself. I rejected myself. So that's why I was feeling so lonely, because I'd rejected myself. I wasn't truly loving myself. So I had to connect with that. You have to connect with that part of you. Connect with the parts of you that are feeling shame, that are feeling guilt, that are not feeling loved. And say it's okay to be different. So you have to hold yourself. You have to come back to loving yourself and asking yourself every day this question: why do I feel lonely? Where in my life have I rejected myself? Where do I feel shame for myself? Guilt for myself? I want you to start being aware of how you talk to yourself, how you treat yourself, because this is not helping you to feel that love for yourself. And the more that you come back to that deep love for yourself and you're accepting yourself no matter what. This is the sentence that I say to myself: even though I'm not where I want to be right now, I love and accept myself. I love myself anyway. Even though I feel like I don't fit in anywhere, I love myself anyway. Even though I feel like I should be like everybody else, I love myself and accept myself just the way that I am. Because you're loving and accepting yourself just as you are, no matter what. No matter what, you love and accept yourself. Even though you judge yourself or you put yourself down, you love and accept yourself. And I want you to start changing that. It's like interrupting that. So every time you put yourself down, I want you to pay attention to it. Go, okay, I'm going to start talking nice things to myself. I'm going to start accepting myself. I'm going to start loving myself more and accepting who I am and releasing the hurt and pain around it. Because when you love and accept yourself just the way that you are, whether you're different or not, whether you feel like you're loved enough, and got to give yourself back that love. Give yourself that love that you didn't receive, and that acceptance for yourself that you didn't get to receive. If you're resonating with what I've experienced, I think a lot of us have just been totally rejected for who we are and made to believe that we're not good enough for being who we are. But you are. You are good enough just the way that you are. You are lovable just the way that you are. So the more that you do this, you will start to see that this loneliness goes away, because you're loving and accepting yourself just the way that you are. And you don't need the outside world or anybody else to validate that for you. You're validating that to yourself. And you will be less lonely because you will just feel that love and happiness for yourself, with yourself. And that loneliness just melts away. So this is how I began to get a hold of my loneliness and how I handle it. And I'm feeling more love and peace with myself, feeling more of that deep happiness that I never thought that I'd experienced before. Just happy, just being me, just sitting in nature, just looking at the world, just looking at nature. Because this is the best place for you to do that. Going out in nature. I go out in nature every single day, even if it's just for 15 minutes. And just sit and love yourself and be with yourself and accept yourself just the way that you are. Because you are beautiful and special just the way that you are. And you don't need the world or anybody around you to validate that. I'll repeat again, you have to validate that love and acceptance for yourself. So I hope this video has helped you to understand more about your loneliness. And I'd love to know about you and about your loneliness and how this has affected your life. And if anything that I've talked about in my video today has resonated with you, and I want you to know this, that this loneliness can disappear. It can go away. You can stop feeling it, because the more that you come back home to yourself and accept and love yourself, it really is incredible. I'm in my 50s now, and I never thought that I could feel this love and peace and love for myself ever. And that I love and accept myself just the way that I am. And nobody else can change that. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that bell when you get notified when I post more videos, and feel please feel please feel free to share this video with everybody else. It's going to help somebody else as well with this video to help them cope with their loneliness. So I'm sending you all my love, and thanks for watching, and join me again in another video. See you later.